Today we're going to be covering the membership sales process. But before I go into that, I want to go through the 3 ways that we can increase revenue flow from our business, because it all ties together. Can somebody tell me one way we can increase revenue flow in our business?
Staffing, John.
Okay, manpower. Let me tell you, guys have to understand that no matter how good your conversions get, no matter how many phone calls your people make, no matter how many appointments that they book, when you limit staffing numbers, you limit potential of your business. Now, in this market, we can get away with that and still make a decent income. But if we're going to spend time at work, especially, some of you guys more time than we should, why not make the most money that we can? Why not take your business to the next level? Why not show some of your staff how to make it to your level? Show them how to grow the business. Teach them how to become great salespeople. So manpower is definitely key when it comes to scaling your business. Can somebody give me one more way we can increase revenue flow in the business?
Skill set, John.
Okay, wait, who said that?
Wayne Brown.
Okay, skill set. We can go ahead and call that conversion percentages. What's your closing percentage? What's your club's closing percentage? What about the brand new SC that you just hired 2 weeks ago? What is their closing percentage? Do we look at that every day? Booking percentage, okay? Are we working as a unit? And you guys are going to hear about this in a minute. Are we working as a unit with the PT side? It does something. What about referrals? What's the organic traffic like? We can increase that conversion, take one member and create organic traffic off that member by improving the customer experience. And so we're going to be going through the sales process that is going to provide a 5-star experience for the prospects when they come through our facilities. Somebody, Rick, go ahead and mute your phone, buddy. Now, this 5-star experience takes time. It increases the EFT per sale. We know that on the membership side, okay? But it is impossible to run this play that we're about to go over in your club if you don't have enough staffing. This is a very busy market. And I've said it since I've gotten here a few years ago. We are cursed and blessed at the same time. So because it's a busy market, if we don't have enough staff, enough players, which is the company's willing to pay for, we can't provide this type of experience to the prospects when they walk through the front door because we have so many people coming in. So let's start with the first step of the sales process. Can anybody tell me what the first step of the membership sales process is?
Meet and greet.
Okay. All right, that was Neil, huh?
Yeah.
Neil, what's important about the meet and greet, my brother?
That sets the whole trend for the sale.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the person, and hopefully you can shake their hand. If you can't, just bump their hand these days.
Let me give you guys some really, really great advice. If you want your closing percentage to instantly go up 10 to 20%, let me walk you guys through some of the important aspects of the meet and greet. Some things that I would pay attention to. Let's start when the person first walks through the doors at your gym. When they walk up to your front desk staff, what is that experience like? Have you guys actually paid attention to what they do at the front desk? How are they greeted? Are they put into the system, and are they just told to walk over to the sales area? Or does the front desk person, this used to drive me nuts, come walking over and go, hey, I got a guest pass, and the person's right behind them? If you're seeing this happen inside of your club, that's costing you money as a business. Now, we could say it's not our department. But I'm going to tell you guys, when I was a manager of one department, if I saw something in the other departments that was costing me money, I didn't wait to fix it. I had conversations. And the conversations weren't a threat. The conversations were, hey, I know we do it this, we've been doing it this way, but we're looking to take our business to the next level. So let me show you how, let me explain how we can do this a little bit better. And show them. Another thing, guys, if you want to make instant rapport with a prospect, what's the fastest and easiest way to do that? Compliment. Man, it needs to be a muscle. When you walk up to a prospect that you haven't met in person, even if you've met them in person, when you walk up to them and they're at the front desk, when you tell them hello, introduce yourself, the next thing out of your mouth needs to be a compliment. Belt, shoes, bag, hair, I don't care what you compliment them on. That compliment builds rapport right out the gates. And then we take control. Okay? We need to come off, guys, as a professional. A lot of us dress very professional on this line. And look, I go around and I notice it. That's important because that person's going to judge you when you're walking up to them. Are you walking up to them in a nonchalant way? Or are you walking up to this person like you're enthusiastic to help them? They're going to pick up on that. Do you sound like a professional or do you sound like somebody who just started? They need to see the confidence. Now, since I've been in this market, I've been working with each of you on different parts of your business. Some of us are moving faster at improving the business. Some of us taking a little bit longer. When we give you an action step, it might take, you 4 days. It might take someone else 1 day. Okay, everybody moves at a different speed. And that's okay. But one person that I've been working with, and look, I'm not doing this to brag for this guy, but I want you guys to hear it from another GM. I don't want you guys to keep hearing it from me. One person who's been executing at a fast pace every play that I'm like, hey, this can make us more money. This could push more revenue. This is the play. This is step one. The sooner you can get that put into your business, the sooner it can start increasing the revenue flowing through your business. Is Shane out in Garden City. Shane, you on?
I heard John.
Look, I'm almost certain that most of us on this line, I know Neil, probably not Neil, but a lot of us are, we like to make it's important to make really good money. And a lot of us are making really good money on this line. Over $10,000 a month. Shane came from Lake Success as an AGM. You guys know what kind of money the AGMs make at Lake Success. This was 3 months ago. Because Shane has been executing at a fast pace and rolling plays out, we've gotten a lot done in 2 months. Shane, what has your income done in just 2 to 3 months by working alongside me?
Yeah, it basically quadrupled.
Guys, he has quadrupled his income in 3 months. So let me ask you this question, Shane. What are the 3 main plays that you would say made the biggest impact in your business? Because we've rolled out probably 15, 20 plays, maybe more. But what are the top 3? So everyone else on the line can hear what the top 3 have been for you in your business. What are they? Okay, and what has it done for your business? Let's start with the first one.
All right, the first one would be third-party introductions.
Okay, third-party introductions. Guys, you probably heard me talk about this on some calls. Shane, walk us through what the third-party introduction is, and I know you have all of your staff doing this. They do not bring anyone to the help center before they do third-party introductions. Can you explain what you mean by third-party introductions and kind of explain how you walk that person through those introductions and what it does to your prospects?
Sure. So a third-party introduction is simply introducing your prospect to another individual, allow them to create a conversation. Okay, how I have been applying this to my business is, the front desk will notify me that there's a prospect in front with their full name, phone number, type of visit, such as like if it's a walk-in or appointment. Then I'll go ahead and do the meet and greet. I'll shake the person's hands, introduce who I am with my title, general manager, and then I'll also give a compliment about their hair, tattoos, sneakers, whatever it is. And I'll hold that conversation for a minute. After that, I will mention before we go back to the help center, which everyone knows here as the sales area.
Wait. Skirt. Let's go ahead and take a pause here. I want everybody to really pay attention to this because this is important. Shane does not call the area where we sign people up the sales area, and his team does not call it that either. I don't know about you guys, but when I visit to go take a tour at any business, I like going to the sales area because I'm in sales and I like to assess them, but most people, the generalized public, when they hear sales area, they already start putting up walls. So just change what you call it. And you guys have changed it to what, Shane?
Help center.
The help center. I would much rather go sit down in the help center than go sit down in the sales area. So keep going. I just wanted to put a highlight on that point for everybody on the line.
Sure. So after that, I'll go ahead and say, let me introduce you to our operation manager, Lynette. Our operation manager will provide a compliment as well and have a brief conversation with the prospect. Afterwards, the prospect and myself will begin to walk towards the help center. And before we get to my desk, I will go ahead and introduce the prospect to the head program specialist. Okay? When it should sound something like this. Hey, Mrs. Jones, before we have a seat at my desk, you'll have to meet this person. He's incredible in his field and one of the best in the nation. This is Prince, our head program specialist. Prince then will provide a compliment as well and talk with them a little and end it with, you are in great hands with Shane. You'll have nothing to worry about. And then we go back to my desk.
Okay. Guys, the third party introduction, I think, Shane, that was one of the first things I had introduced to you, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I knew it was going to make a big impact. So if this is not happening inside of your club, it doesn't take a whole lot more time, but it makes the person feel welcome. It pushes our efforts towards making a friend, get results, versus helping a customer get a membership. That's two different approaches. We're going to improve the experience of the customer, which is the perceived value of your offer. So the meet and greet, guys, we spent a good bit of time on. It is critical that we introduce that third-party introduction, and we're meeting people at the front desk and using a compliment to quickly build rapport. What's step number 2 of our sales process?
FAQs, FA.
Okay. Anybody but Shane, tell me one reason why we do an FAQ.
Identify potential objections.
Okay, that's definitely one. We're going to be looking for objections. Now, you guys are going to have different objections versus PT sales, but sometimes they do cross over. So understand which objections you might get with a membership sale. Okay, when we hire new people, we should be telling them, hey, look, these are the objections you need to be looking for. If you get these objections, this is the solution to those concerns. Because that's all you're doing is providing a solution, and give it to them. What's another reason we do the FAQ?
Fitness goals.
Okay, we got to collect data. Guys, we got to figure out how we can help these people. They don't come into our facility going, I'm going to the gym to buy a membership. They're coming here to get results. There's something that they're trying to do. Our job is to uncover that. Help the person figure out exactly what they're actually trying to do here. Because sometimes they come in with one goal, and if you have a conversation with them, guess what? They might have 5 goals, 6 goals. But they were only really thinking about that one. But if we can identify the 6, we can add value to the sale. So don't just stop at one. See how many you can uncover. The more goals you add, the more value in your sale. What's another reason we do the FAQ?
age and raise the temperature of a prospect?
Okay. Guys, this conversation, no matter if you sell memberships or PT, if you can have a fitness results-based conversation with that prospect, you can gauge the temperature and take somebody from a complete zero and get them ready to purchase by simply asking smart questions. What's the last reason we do an FAQ, guys? Rapport. Rapport. Guys, I can't emphasize how important this is. I know this market is super busy. We got people coming across our desks all day. We could, if you don't pay attention to it, you'll actually start slipping on the rapport building because you get so many prospects coming in front of you. Don't let that slip. That's making a friend, not a customer. Friend will bring you more business. Friends will refer people to you. Friends will give you a good review. So rapport building is very, very important. What's the third step to our sales process, guys?
Tour. Premium tour.
Tour. Shane, walk us through some of the main points. First of all, are you guys giving tours to every single person who comes into your facility?
Absolutely.
And do you feel that the third-party introduction play has completely eliminated that time objection when they sit at your desk and go, I just want to know prices?
Yes, John.
So doing the third-party introduction, guys, he doesn't have people sit at his desk and go, look, I just want to know prices. That's happening in this market. Because, again, we're coming off as sales people. So he takes everyone on a tour. Now, why do you do that, Shane? Because that takes time, dude. You could be signing somebody else up. Why would you spend time taking somebody on a tour?
First and foremost, it builds way more rapport. All right, when they get to see the entire gym and you know your gym inside out, your gym is clean, it builds their confidence in purchasing a membership when we get back from the tour.
And when you walk around with this person, always they're going to be touching equipment, right?
Correct. So, going back just a little bit, John, during my FAQs, I'll understand what type of workouts this person needs, and then during my tour, I would like to put my prospect on at least 2 to 3 machines.
Gotcha. I used to do the same thing, guys. But I always sold memberships with a PT sales mindset. So putting them on machines, I knew was adding a ton of value. If they can feel the equipment, man, your closing percentage is going to go up 25 to 30% just by putting people on machines. And putting them on machines that are going to target to certain areas that they're trying to fix. Now, Shane, when you walk back to the desk, you need to make sure this person's ready to buy. A lot of you know this acronym on the line, but Shane, what's the acronym and what does it stand for?
It's tackle. It's hours, amenities, commitments, convenience, like or love.
Now, if you ask these questions and you don't feel like they're ready to buy, should you show prices, or are there other tools you could use to build more value before you go into pricing?
No, there's definitely a tool that I've been using every time, and it's been working. So basically on the gauge, on the temperature of the tour, you should know if they're definitely going to buy or not. Now, if I feel like they're still hesitant and they don't want to buy, I go ahead and use my head program specialist to go ahead and get them a workout before I even present to them. Prince will go ahead and give them a workout. When they get back, he'll roll them right into my seat. Easy close on the membership, and then afterwards, easy transition to the program design session, booking the program design session, or close on POS.
Got it. So if your prospect is not ready to buy, guys, when you come back from the tour, use PT. Have them check body comp. Have them take them through a workout. That's the flow I used to work with when I used to sell PT. That's how I used to work with memberships. I was always helping them close their deals. Let's get that relationship inside of your club. It helps both sides. Creates a better experience. So we go around, we go on the tour, the person's ready to buy. What's the next step in our sales process, guys?
Price presentation.
Okay. I'm going to give you guys some key points about the price presentation. The prices are never written down onto a blank piece of paper. If you have people doing that, they need to stop. As managers, we need to understand which types of memberships we need to be selling to hit the target that the company has set for our bonuses. Is our target EFT or gross right now? Anybody?
EFT.
So I'm going to make sure that I'm selling the memberships that are the highest EFT tickets. And I want to make sure that my team understands that. Why? I want them to know why we're going after that EFT, so you need to explain that. And then I'm going to show them how to present their prices every month when the prices change to make sure that they are pitching confidently what we need to chase as a business so we can maximize the number the company has set as your bonus, which is EFT. The price prezo needs to be structured. I mean, it needs to be very structured. When's the last time you asked an SC, maybe you hired them 2 months ago, just show me your price, prezo. Let me see what you're doing at least. I think some of us would be surprised. The presentation needs to be structured so well that you can reproduce it in other sales counselors and AGMs. Now, if you have SCs, AGMs, even yourself, you guys got to make a rule in your club. Nobody gets up out of that chair without a TO. Nobody. And when it comes to TOing, okay, it's not just to close the sale. This is where a lot of managers get this mixed up. Shane, what else are you being called in, or should I say just jumping in? What else do you do when it comes to TOs?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll take over VIPs, and I'll take over the introducing the program design session.
And what do you mean by take over?
If I see my sales counselors is introducing VIPs, trying to give away a 2-week gift certificate to friends and family, and they're hesitant, I'll jump right in, and I'll get them to give them at least a minimum of 4 names. Which is so easy
because your sales counselor did a third-party introduction before they sat down with that prospect. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that third-party introduction is affecting a lot of your success throughout this process. You guys were pinpointing everything that this is connected to. So you jump in, you help them get leads, okay? And then do you walk away, or do you help them with actually booking the PT appointment also?
No, I just straight transition into booking the program design session.
And how do you pitch that?
So I'll introduce, so basically I'll start with, well, we have 2 incentives. One incentive for all our new members is the VIP, all right? And then I'll go, the second incentive is the program design session. How the program design session works is really, it revolves around your individual fitness needs and your fitness goals. All right, it goes over nutrition, it brings down all the numbers, and then Prince is always ready, or his guys is always ready to jump in, and I'll leave it there. And I'll be like, oh, you know what? Let me introduce you to the expert. He knows a lot more about the program design session. And I'm like, hey, Prince, can you come over here? And he goes ahead and come over here. And I'll basically introduce them again and run the FA answers that I got from the prospect to Prince, and then Prince will go ahead and do what he has to do from there.
Got it. So we're not just TOing to help them close a sale, guys. We're TOing them to help them push more prospects into our prospect funnel for the business. We want to maximize every customer. But we're also doing it for them because they can watch us. And eventually they're going to get tired of you going over there. They're going to start doing it themselves. It's going to be on autopilot. But it takes the manager to be obsessed to change a culture in a business, or it doesn't happen. It's not going to come from the bottom up. It's going to come from the top down. Now, Shane, we went through one thing that really took your business to the next level, which was third-party introductions. What's another reason or another thing that's actually taking your business to the next level when it comes to everything we've launched?
Really, it's really being obsessed with running the plays. And what I mean by that, it's like have your staff mimic every single move that you do, and there's no exceptions whatsoever. And that goes from dress code, that goes to lead acquisitions, that goes to follow the script, that goes to 2-minute drills, and having standards.
How often do you do 2-minute drills with your staff?
Every morning.
And what do you do? What do you do in your 2-minute drills?
I go over the success report for the day and the month of.
Okay, and what are we looking for?
We're looking at conversion rates. How do we get better? Which areas are you weak in, and how can we improve?
Man. So Shane has staffed up Garden City. Now he focuses on the other two ways that we increase revenue flow in the business. Now we can focus on the speed of the business, which is production of the people he has on staff. He can focus on those numbers. And he can also focus on conversion percentages on how he can actually produce more from the same player. He's fine-tuning his business, but it takes a full staff, a full bench of players to execute that play.